Well, you talked about how you found out that they're trying to set up Drake in LA at one point. What exactly was that about?
That was about like him and Diddy were beefing, right? They had a little beef over something in Miami outside of Live.
I think Diddy allegedly him or something. I think it was over the Start from the Bottom beat, where I guess it's supposed to go to Diddy and Drake took it and something silly like that.
The game just dropped a bomb. According to him, Diddy didn't just give Drake a casual warning, he threatened him. Straight up. Allegedly, Diddy told Drake he had to play by his rules. Or else. Even more disturbing, word is Diddy wanted to bend Drake the same way he allegedly did Meek Mill, and that changes everything. Because we're not talking about some up-and-coming artist. This is Drake, the same Drake who once looked up to Diddy, admired him, worked with him. Now it looks like he may have been a target too.
Diddy.
I studied the stories that Spoon used to tell me from Howard days and just how relentless you were, you know what I'm saying? And now all my brothers behind me, we're trying to do the same thing, following your footsteps. You know, every night we're out here pounding the pavement, doing what we can do.
It gets even crazier when you bring Cassie into the picture. Because this isn't the first time her name's been tied to situations that spiraled out of control. Just look at the Kid Cudi story. During Diddy's federal case, Cudi claimed Diddy lost it when he found out he was seeing Cassie. We're talking full meltdown, broke into Cudi's house, disabled his security cameras, locked his dog in the bathroom, and even firebombed his Porsche. And that's not just talk. Cudi filed police reports. It's all on record. Now take that and fast forward to Drake. If Diddy went that far over Cudi, imagine what he'd do if he thought Drake crossed the same line with Cassie, and on top of that, stole one of his biggest beats, because that's where this really starts to heat up. Let's rewind to December 2014, DJ Khaled's birthday party at Club Live in Miami. The place was packed with A-listers. Drake was on top of the world, riding high off 0 to 100, a track that was blowing up and later nominated for 2 Grammys. But behind the scenes, that record was a problem. Diddy allegedly had that exact beat, produced by Boy Wonder, sitting in his vault for months. He felt it was his. Drake, not wanting to wait, dropped the song anyway. And Diddy took that as a massive sign of disrespect. So when the two crossed paths at Club LIV that night, it didn't end with words. According to multiple eyewitnesses, Diddy walked right up to Drake, said a few words, and then punched him. No warning, just swung. Hit him so hard, Drake had to go to the ER for a shoulder injury.
Although there was no footage of this, based on people that I've spoken to close to the situation, Diddy really did punch Drake in the face.
Oh, I got that call 4 o'clock in the morning.
But here's the thing. That slap at Club LIV, it wasn't just about the song. The streets have been talking. And word is, there was a lot more going on behind the scenes. Allegedly, Diddy tried to make a move on Drake, tried to charm him, maybe even take him shopping. But Drake, he saw through it and wasn't having it. And right around that time, Drake reportedly got involved with Cassie, Diddy's girl. It all came to a head right before OVO Fest, the same one where Cassie showed up and things got weird. According to Cassie's own court testimony, the night before that trip, Diddy physically assaulted her, so badly that she needed stitches. A plastic surgeon, Dr. Drock, had to treat her. Still, Cassie pulled up to Drake's event anyway. She even styled her hair to cover the injuries. So, in Diddy's head, Drake rejected him, stole his beat, and then stole his girl. And in his mind, he had receipts. During Diddy's ongoing legal troubles, an old rumor from 2013 resurfaced, one that said Drake might have signed Cassie to his OVO label. Even if it wasn't official, in the world of celebrity power plays, perception is everything. And Diddy? He's not someone who takes that kind of disrespect lightly. Even an old Lil Duval tweet from that era popped back up. I heard Diddy swung on Drake in Miami for saying hello to Cassie. Back then, people laughed it off. Now, that post hits way different. And it didn't stop there. In August 2015, Diddy rolled up to the Breakfast Club all smiles, claiming it was all love, no beef. But with everything we now know, that peace talk feels more like damage control than the truth.
Like, what made you put hands on Drake?
I did not put hands on Drake.
Oh.
And I do not want any problems with Drake. Drake is, right now, That's all I got. That's all I have to say. He's putting in his work. I didn't do nothing to Drake.
But according to multiple sources out of LA, things got even darker. Word is, Diddy allegedly put a quiet bag on Drake's head. Yep, you heard that right. Rumors on the block say that if anyone caught Drake slipping in Los Angeles, there'd be a reward waiting. No official proof, no public statement, just whispers, heavy ones. And in circles like that, whispers can mean real danger.
Well, you talked about how you found out that they're trying to set up Drake in LA at one point. What exactly was that about?
That was about like him and Diddy were beefing, right? They had a little beef over something in Miami outside of Live.
I think Diddy allegedly him or something. I think it was over the Star from the Bottom beat, where I guess it's supposed to go to Diddy and Drake took it and something silly like that.
That's when Drake made one of the smartest moves of his career. He linked up with The Game. Now, Game isn't just an industry rapper. He's got real pull in the streets. He understands how to navigate real LA politics. Later on, Game even confirmed it himself. People had reached out, asking him to help line Drake up. But instead of playing into that, Game chose a different path. He protected Drake, made sure he moved right, kept him safe in a city where things could have gone very left.
You know, Drake here, Drake there, who will run up on him. I'm not saying it, it didn't come from Diddy directly, but LA get tricky. So, when there are beefs and they are here, no matter who it is, like there's certain people that are gonna get caught, and I'm one of those people. So, I had privy, Drake to a little information. Like I said, I don't know where it came from, but I always, it's like my brother. So I hit him. I told him like, yo, this is what it is, but I got you. We over here, and I'm pretty heavy, so we straight.
And that protection, it came with a price. In return, Drake gave The Game the track 100, a move that wasn't just business, it was strategic. They even shot the music video right in Compton, solidifying the alliance and sending a clear message. Drake wasn't moving alone anymore.
Y'all better not come to my studio with that fake shit. Y'all better not come to my funeral with that fake shit.
Now listen to the bars on that 100 track. Game said it all. Call me to set you up? Want me to come and wet you up cause you out of town now like Biggie? Then he flips it. Heard about the shit Diddy on, so I came through to vest you up. Translation, Game made it clear. There were real conversations happening behind the scenes. People wanted Drake lined up, and Game chose to shield him instead. But even with Game riding for him, Drake stayed cautious. According to Whack 100, during the video shoot in Compton, Drake saw a few unfamiliar faces in the crowd and didn't wait to ask questions. He dipped immediately, jumped in a van, ready to bounce. Didn't matter that the crowd was supposed to be there to protect him. Drake wasn't about to gamble with his life. They had to pull up on him, calm him down, and reassure him that eyes were on everything. Only then did the shoot resume.
And Drake comes to Compton to shoot the video.
100. He shot it on Brazil and Wimbledon.
What all happened during that video? What was that?
He pulled up, Drake gave us love, Stunner cleared it for me, didn't charge me, Drake didn't charge for the verse. Drake actually brought his film crew to film it for us. That's what he wanted to do. We was on the famous Brazil and Wimbledon shooting it. We had to move blocks. When we move blocks, we send the little homies to do what they need to do. Drake kind of seen some activity and, shit. He did what a civilian supposed to do. He got out of there. So we sent somebody to get him. Bro, it's cool. That ain't for you. That's for us. Now, we seen shit going on. But, we moving blocks. We're not just going to hit the block without the block being right. So we had to make sure the homies, when they cleared the block.
Drake's been telling the story, just not directly. He's been speaking in code. On 4 p.m. in Calabasas, he drops bars that now sound way more personal in hindsight. They try to tempt me, the higher I get, the less they accept me. Even the OGs try to press me. No way out, cause I'm already in it. That line, no way out, a clear nod to Diddy's classic album, and then he throws a sharp jab with, take that, no love in their heart, so they fake that. That's Diddy's signature catchphrase, flipped and served cold. But what really stands out? Through everything, the punch, the alleged bounty on his head, the tension behind the scenes, Drake never responded publicly. No lawsuit, no interviews, not even a cryptic tweet, nothing. But that's silence. It's not weakness. It's strategy. According to Cassie's court statements, Diddy had a habit of recording everything that went down at his parties. Those tapes were allegedly used for control, blackmail, leverage, and guess who else used to show up at those parties? Drake. There's even an old video floating around long before he blew up where young Drake is freestyling about going to Diddy's infamous parties. Now, with everything that's come to light, that clip hits way different. Now think about that. If Drake was at those Diddy parties back in the day before he blew up, and if those parties were really being secretly recorded, just like Cassie testified, then maybe, just maybe, Diddy had something on Drake too. Something Drake couldn't afford to have leaked. And maybe that's why he stayed silent all this time. Let's not forget, federal prosecutors are preparing to play all the footage they seized when they raided Diddy's homes. And if even one of those clips features Drake, it changes everything. Online, the reactions are already pouring in. One user wrote, "I'm confused with Diddy. You watch dudes smut Cassie out, but flip out when she talks to someone else? Crazy work." Another said, "Beefing over started from the bottom hits way different in 2025. And then there was this. Diddy had all those rappers popping like strippers at Magic City. It's sad and crazy how a coward had that much power. People would do anything out of fear of losing their career or worse, their family. So now we ask you, what's your take on this latest revelation? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We're watching this story unfold from every angle. And if you're here for raw truth and unfiltered scoop, like, subscribe, and check out the next video popping up on your screen now. This isn't over. Not even close.